Hey folks, welcome to Bear Mountain. Today we are starting to crop out the anemones. They finished up for us. It's pretty much mid-late April at this point. And so what we're going to do is be turning these crates in the crate house over to some warmer summer season things, such as ornamental basils that we can use as cut green foliage and some other things. So what we're going to be doing with the refuse, though, I thought you guys might find a little bit interesting. So let's just take a look at what the stuff looks like before we yank it out of the crates. So as you can see, there's a number of blossoms that have come up there kind of substandard that aren't worth anything. But when you look at a typical crate, you know, what we've got in here is some late season weeds that got started. And so we're going to just be yanking all of this stuff out, all the anemones and all this, and we're going to accumulate it, and then we're going to put it into our JLF bucket. Well, this is just the first round of refuse. It's piles of weeds and old anemone plants, a little bit of root mass in here from the weeds or whatever, and we're going to add this into our JLF barrel. This is going to be our crop residue material, so we've been kind of adding to it already. So we're going to open up the barrel here and get these guys in here, probably add a little more water and a little bit of biochar and a little bit of rock dust in it. And it's already got a fair amount of compost soil in it to kind of help with the inoculation. So this guy's been going for about a week and a half now, so it might be a little stinky. So if you look at it, you can kind of see that there's leaf mold soil on it already. So we've got a good inoculant in here. So what we're going to do is just kind of punch this down, or at least try to. I think I need more water in here. This is really kind of, yeah, definitely on the, oh, there's the fragrance. Hey, you know what stock smells like? It smells like sauerkraut. So you can kind of see we've got grass and other things in here. So this is a good spot. We're going to have to definitely add more water. Okay, so now it is time to add our additional stuff. So the addition of this stuff is real complicated. We're just going to lift it up and just kind of start dumping it in. Probably going to put like half of it in, I guess, maybe first. So the first half we put in, and we put some biochar and some rock dust on top, and then we'll just put the other half and do the same thing. Then it looks like we're going to probably put in, I don't know, fill water probably up to at least here. We want to make sure that there's enough water in here to cover the material. Even though if it does kind of float, we can always come back and kind of push it down every once in a while. All right, we got the material in. I think the last thing we're going to do is just fill it up with a bunch of water, and then we'll just put the lid on it. So we got the material kind of pushed down in there pretty good. It looks like I got enough water over the top. I've got at least another probably 10 inches left in here, so I can put some more crop residue in here. I'm probably going to mix it up though, and maybe instead of putting any more anemone in here, I'll wait for my ranunculus or snapdragons to finish off, and then we'll put more of those guys in. This whole thing is once this barrel's full, we're going to let it sit all through the summer, and this will be for using for fertilization come when we do next year's spring flowers. So this will be using for fertilizing everything we do through the fall and the winter. So it's not complicated. The last step is we just put the lid back on, put the hold down ring on it, and The one thing, just to make sure in case there's any kind of gas buildup or anything, the bung on the 2-inch is just a little bit, it's kind of like shaky loose, so it's not sealed down. So if any gas needs to get out, it could push this up a little bit and it could escape out. But frankly, there's no odors in here at all or anything. So this guy's, we've got this one over here. This one's all grass. It's been full. It's been going now for 3 weeks. I checked it just the other day, and it's pretty amazing. This thing was just packed full with fresh cut grass all the way up to about 2 inches from the top. And when I opened it up, a lot of it had already decomposed, and so this is well on its way. Probably is going to be available for this fall. Like I said, I like to let these things, for the grass in particular, go at least 3 months. That way it really has a chance to break down and get everything in a solution that it possibly can. And also too, usually by what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get to a point where the food sources for the bacteria and things have pretty much been exhausted. So the biology is finished in a sense, and the biology that did decompose it is also been finished off. And the longer you age these things, what you end up with is a richer mineral solution. Everything that can get decomposed basically gets decomposed. So that one's got probably, like I said, it'll be ready in October-ish. Minimum, it could be ready at the end of July, but I'm gonna save it for October. And then this guy here, I'll finish filling this one up probably in the next 2 weeks or so, so right around the 1st of May. And this one will be ready for November, so November on. So I should be able to get at least 45 gallons of good liquid fertilizer out of each of these guys. I'm thinking with the bottom, maybe 10 inches of the barrel, if it's that much, would be residues that hadn't decomposed at all. So that's it for making fertilizer. Just got to put the lockdown ring on it and let her go. So that wraps up, just taking almost a third of what I've already cleaned out on the crates up above, and going to turn it into something I can be using for next fall. And in addition, I guess the rest of it, what I'm going to do is just put it in the compost pile and let it do its thing like it does every year. But this is going to make a great liquid fertilizer, and which we should be able to really help give the plants a boost next fall through the winter time. So that's all there is to it. Just wanted to show you how we do the big barrel now. Thanks for tuning in, and hey everybody, stay safe out there, and we'll catch you next time. Bye bye.